Welcome to VG Zone. When I first saw this game, I could not help it but become interested in it. With exotic design, enormous beasts, and a seemingly entertaining gameplay, how did it go? And before everything else, can we recommend it? This is our Wild Hearts review. You're a hunter from a faraway land, experienced in battling kemonos. The kemonos are these magical beasts which, although in the gameplay they won't attack you unless you attack first, in the story they are the highest threat that has humanity cornered in a village named Minato. The events of the game quickly gets you fused with the Karakuri, a special source which gives some uniqueness to the game. This will allow you to build structures to progress through your story. I can say that the story does not risk it with plot twists or jaw-dropping drama, but gives us the ground to the conflict between beasts and humans. The gameplay has the following highlights. Souls-like. Even if it is not as difficult as the games with this formula, you will have to find the perfect rhythm between attacking and dodging, because one single Kemono attack could get you to the ropes. To fight we have many weapons, from short range to long range. Each of these is good for specific situations. As an example, if you are fighting an aerial beast, it might be better to use the bow or the cannon. On the other hand, if you are fighting a slow but strong beast, you might be better using the club or the big sword to make the most damage in the least time. Karakuri. Probably the effort to add something to this game formula. Karakuri allows you to create structures to provide you with mobility, collect resources, or gain the advantage in the combat. Even though the basic aspect has some variety in it, when you start combining them is where it really shines. With this I mean that you can use basic structures to create more advanced ones. For example, you can create a big door to stop the beast charge, or an harpoon to bring down the flying beast. This resource is limited, and you will have to pick it up from your surroundings, although my favorite is that when you damage enough a kemono, you can climb Onidas in Shadow of the Colossus to extract an excess of Karakuri, which in turn will allow you to create several structures in short time. Co-op as in Monster Hunter. Maybe my favorite part was to fight with the beast in co-op. In fact, the game pushes you to do it. If you sat in a bonfire and logged in the servers of EA, as you start a fight with a big kemono, the option to request assistance will appear. Also, if you are walking in the map, you will find some active portals. In this you could find other player requests, which you can join easily. There is nothing greater than seeing the multiple attacks and constructions of your partners while trying to take down the beasts. The weapons and armor need some beast resources, so you will constantly find people willing or in need of help. Also, it is worth mentioning that the game allows crossplay, so you will have more players available. RPG. Each weapon will have its improvement tree. If you want to create armor or amulets, you will need resources found in the wild or by beating the beast. To do some level upgrade, you will require grinding a lot, which you could do with some stranger's assistance. Also, at the beginning, you could customize your character. It is worth taking your time on this one. Exploration. Generally, I could say that the maps are not that big. In fact, as you are going to find your next beast hunt in Wild Hearts, you will find a lot of resources. Also, it is possible to change the chapter you are visiting in the map with fast travel. Graphics and music. I had the opportunity to play the game on PS5, and although it is pleasant to the eye, on both profiles, the graphic and the performance ones, the game is not astonishing, but in neither of those profiles I was able to perceive a significant drop in FPS, so I assumed that was the priority in the making of the game. I insist that it is pleasant to the eye, but it is far from exploiting the graphic power that we have seen in other titles. Wild Hearts offers the common formula of a spectacular co-op combat that generally gets stumped by a small player base. Fortunately, the crossplay and gameplay design get a lot of players willing to help. The bad side of this strategy is that we have a small variety of beasts to fight, so we will have to fight the same ones repeatedly if you want to improve your weapons or equipment. Sadly, the Karakuri adds enough to feel the game differently, but it is not an outstanding factor which gets us curious on exploring it more. Even with all of this, I must say that I had a fun time with my adventure in the Azuma region, fighting big beasts and helping my stranger fellow hunters doing so. With that in consideration, and if you are looking for an enjoyable experience, no matter if it doesn't provide us with a jaw-dropping story and you enjoy the Monster Hunter formula, I can recommend it to you. On the other hand, if you are looking for a different kind of game, I suggest you to take a look in our other reviews. So there you have it, that was our Wild Hearts review. Do you like this formula? If you like this video, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, because we will keep creating content like this. Do not forget that for the best in the video games world, enter the zone. We are in VG Zone. Until the next one.